On a stormy night, my friends and I were comfortably watching a movie at home. They are a pair of brothers, one named Shaiaoong and the other Shao Bei. Their home is in the same neighborhood as ours, and since it was thundering and raining at the time, I suggested they just stay overnight at my place. We happened to have 2 empty rooms at home, and that night my parents were not home, and my grandmother was next door taking care of a sick neighbor. However, those 2 brothers often bickered for no reason, and that night they had an argument and didn't want to sleep together. So they decided that one would sleep on the sofa and the other on the bed. The thunder and lightning at night were so loud that it made it difficult for me to fall asleep. Around 2 or 3 in the morning, just as I was about to fall asleep, I heard intermittent scratching and whimpering sounds, which kept me awake again, and I happened to feel thirsty. I decided to go to the kitchen to drink some water, carefully picked up my phone, turned on the light, and walked towards the kitchen, only to find that the door to Shaiaoong's room was open. I remembered that everyone had closed their doors before going to bed, so I was a bit curious about what he was doing. Shaiaoong is a very tall boy with dark hair and fair skin, so even though the room was quite dark, I could see someone sitting on the bed facing the window, with their back to the door. A flash of lightning passed by, and I hurriedly turned on the light, only to be shocked to see that the sheet where Shaiaoong was sitting was stained with a large patch of blood, and he was cutting his arm with a knife. I stood there frozen in astonishment as he slowly turned his head to look at me, his eyes wide open and bloodshot, with an expression as if he were possessed by something evil. In a low voice, he said to me, "Go quickly, stay away from me, I don't want to kill anyone." I stood there bewildered for a few seconds, then slowly backed out of his room, closed the door, locked it, and sat on the sofa in deep thought for over half an hour, pondering what to do. Suddenly, a loud noise came from Shaiaoong's room. Something must have happened. I felt I couldn't just wait any longer, so I hurriedly woke up Shao Bei, and then called Grandma, who was next door taking care of a sick neighbor. Then the 2 of us locked the door, and went to the neighbor's house to explain the situation. Upon learning about it, Grandma called the police and an ambulance. When they arrived, they found Shaiaoong lying unconscious on the floor of the room. The door had been hacked open, there were bloodstains everywhere, and a broken cross lay on the ground. No one knows exactly what happened. Fortunately, Shaiaoong was resuscitated, and is now fully recovered, but I no longer dare to let him stay overnight.